Now, as India battles the third wave, the third dose or the booster dose is being rolled out from today. The booster drive is being introduced in a phased manner, starting with jabbing the healthcare and frontline workers, as well as the elderly with comorbidities. 4.75 crore people are eligible for the booster shots. Walk-in drives are available for those eligible for their third shot, and beneficiaries do not need to register again. Let me go across to my colleague Ayushman, who's joining us from the national capital. Ayushman, this is coming in at a time when we have reported from the national capital that around 750 doctors officially who have fallen victim to COVID, which is why health services even in hospitals have also been impacted. We know several policemen, around 300 cops from Delhi have in fact tested positive. So it is very crucial, especially when it comes to doctors and medics, that if the booster shot comes in, that's probably going to give the healthcare workers more confidence in terms of being in the forefront of this COVID fight.
Yes, Tanima, in fact, let me go quickly to one of the senior citizens who has come for the booster dose in RML hospital. We are standing right now. Sir, किस तरीके से आपने रजिस्ट्रेशन कराया और किस तरीके से आप यहाँ बूस्टर डोज लेने आए?
हमारे पास ये मैसेज गया था जो हाँ, तो फिर हमने रजिस्टर करवा दिया इसको।
अभी आप यहाँ पे सुबह बूस्टर डोज लेने आए?
बूस्टर डोज लेने आए हैं। और
बताया गया है यहाँ से कोई अलग प्रक्रिया है या फिर उसी तरीके से लेना आपने?
अब प्रक्रिया का तो मैं देखूंगा, यहाँ आया हूँ इसलिए टाइम से आया हूँ मैं। और ये हमारी बुकिंग है, 9 से 10 बजे का टाइम दिया हुआ है, 9 to 10
बात कर सकते हैं और पता कर सकते हैं. So Tanima, currently we are in RML hospital in the national capital. We have about 3.8 lakh people who are in the above 60 years age group, but at the same time the frontline workers and the healthcare workers are also eligible for this precaution dose of what we are calling in India. It is important to highlight here that you noted that there are several people and healthcare workers who have tested positive. Anybody testing positive will have to wait for 3 months to get the booster shot. But here, if you see the overall scenario, we are being told by the RML authorities here that 20% of the overall bookings and the vaccine shots have been kept reserved for precaution doses, in which 10% is reserved for anyone who is walking here for booster shot, and 10% is for online registration. So currently we are seeing this rollout of first time precaution dose in above 60 healthcare worker and frontline workers. In the election going states, all those who are going to be involved in poll process will also be considered as frontline workers. And this is RML hospital where we are standing and reporting from, where the preparations are completed, and today the precaution dose are being administered to above 60 and healthcare and frontline workers.
That's right. Ayushman, stay with us. I'm also joined on the broadcast by our other colleague, Sandeep from Mumbai, Mugilan from Chennai, and Revati from Bengaluru. Sandeep, coming to you next. In Mumbai as well, we've seen several COVID warriors. Doctors have also taken a hit amid COVID, considering several hospitals have in fact said that many doctors and nurses have in fact fallen victim to it. What's the scenario at Mumbai at the moment? Do you also see a lot of people, elderlies especially, also queuing up as they are also eligible for this?
Right. So I just want to inform you, Tanima, that we are out here at BKC Vaccination Center, and I'm joined with few elderly people out here who are here to take their booster vaccination dose. We'll speak to them and get their thoughts. Sir, आप अपना नाम बताएं.
डॉक्टर अनिल मेहता.
आप हेल्थ केयर वर्कर भी हैं और एल्डरली भी हैं. कितना महत्वपूर्ण है ये डिसीजन? हाउ इफेक्टिव दिस डिसीजन विल बी?
It's a great, very essential.
The kind, how would be it helpful for, elderly people as well as for the healthcare workers?
They can continue working safely without fear. Many have stopped working because of the fear of getting COVID. But then with the booster dose and restoration of the immunity, we can continue working in the field.
मैम, आप अपना नाम बताएं.
मैं अमिता मेहता हूँ और ये बूस्टर डोज जो प्रिकॉशनरी है वो लेकर मैं बहुत ही सेफ महसूस करूँगी, एंड आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी टू सर्व माय फैमिली एंड द सोसाइटी आल्सो.
How crucial, how crucial it will be? Will it create a sense of security in minds of healthcare workers as well as elderly people?
Yeah, surely, surely it will definitely create, sense of security, because we have doctors in the house, and when they go out and come back home, we are worried, how to serve them and how to take care of our family. So this is an extremely good step, and we are very thankful, to the government and all the people, who have been doing the services, and we are thankful to you also, sir, for taking our interview.
So these are the reactions that is coming out from BKC vaccination center. People are coming here in a vaccination center for their booster dose. Just want to inform you, in Maharashtra, there will be 9 lakh frontline workers and healthcare workers who are eligible for the booster dose. Apart from that, 1,82,000 elderly people are eligible out here in Mumbai for getting a booster dose. So definitely a major step by central government has been taken in this direction, and in fact the elderly people and the healthcare workers who are coming out here at BKC vaccination seems to be happy as this point of time.
Sandeep, at this point in time, everything seems very orderly. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you for more. But yes, of course, a major boost to the vaccine drive for sure. Let me also go across to my colleague Mugilan, who is joining us from Chennai. Mugilan, we've seen that Chennai has also had some stringent curbs in terms of Sunday lockdown and also, of course, the night curfew measures that the government there has, in fact, been taking. And I'm sure there would also be a queue by now at the vaccine center that you are at.
Definitely, yes. Now we are at the place where the vaccination drive for the frontline workers, the healthcare professionals and the above 60 will begin shortly. There are more than 200 initial beneficiaries are here at the stadium where the Chief Minister will be inaugurating the drive. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, so far more than 35 lakh beneficiaries has been identified for the booster dose alone. But as per the union government's norms, those who have completed 39-week period is 4 lakh people. So all these 4 lakh beneficiaries will be vaccinated in the initial phase is what we are hearing from the health department. And as you rightly pointed out, now we are seeing a very strong surge in the number of cases that are being reported in Tamil Nadu. Yesterday, more than 12,000 cases was reported, and in Chennai alone, there was 6,000 cases reported. So that being the situation, now this booster doses become very much imminent for the frontline workers and healthcare professionals. And very importantly, we have seen the clusters are being identified in the hospitals, either it be the Rajiv Gandhi Hospital or the Stanley Hospital or Vellore CMC. In these colleges, we have seen colleges and hospitals, we have seen huge clusters being identified. So definitely, yes, this is a very big move which will benefit the frontline workers and the healthcare workers. And you can see people have already joined here, and we are joined by one such beneficiary. So in the booster dose இப்போ எடுக்க வந்திருக்கீங்க, இது உங்களுக்கு எந்த அளவுக்கு ஒரு சென்ஸ் ஆஃப் சேஃப்டி தரும் சார்?
நாங்கள் வந்து ஃப்ரண்ட் லைன் ஒர்க்ன்றதுனால வந்து எங்கள் சேஃப்டி நாங்கள் மெயினாக பார்க்கணும், எங்கள் ஃபேமிலிலாம் பார்க்கணும். அதனால தான் இந்த மூணாவது தடுப்பூசி வந்து போடுறதுக்கு வந்துருக்கோம்.
So, that is what we could hear from them. They say that they work as frontline workers. They meet a large number of people, and it is very important for them to get the booster dose, because that will not only help them to save themselves, and it will help them to save their family also, is what we could hear from the frontline workers who are here to get vaccinated. So this is the same kind of sense what we could hear from almost all the people who have gathered here. They have already understood the need for taking up the booster vaccine. And definitely, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, we know walk-in facilities is available, because it is not necessary for all the frontline workers, healthcare professionals or any above 60 age beneficiaries to register in COVID. They can directly go to a vaccination center and get vaccinated there by submitting vaccines ID card, the necessary ID cards to get vaccinated. So a very elaborate arrangement has been made by the health department. But when it comes to Tamil Nadu, there is a unique challenge for the health department, because as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, more than 50% of the 60 plus age category is not fully vaccinated yet. But we have to wait and watch how the Tamil Nadu health department going to handle it, because we spoke with the health department officials. They say that they have taken the list of above 60 beneficiaries families who are not vaccinated or who have not completed the double dose of vaccination, and they say that they are getting in touch with them and persuading them to come and take the second dose or get vaccinated. So we have to wait and watch how the Tamil Nadu Health Department is planning to come across that hurdle also.
Right, Mugilan, we'll of course keep tracking all the developments with you. Let me lastly go across to my colleague Revati, who's joining us from Bengaluru. Revati, we've seen that Bengaluru is the big COVID concern in Karnataka. It's nearly, I mean, most of the cases that Karnataka is seeing is coming from Bengaluru urban. So what's the status of the vaccine center that you're at today?
Well, yes, in fact, Karnataka reported more than 12,000 cases in the last 24 hours alone, 12,000 new cases, of which more than 9,000 cases come from Bengaluru urban. And this is the situation every day. The concern is Bengaluru urban district, the majority of the cases from Karnataka coming from Bengaluru urban. I'm at the Atal Bihari Medical College where Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai will inaugurate the vaccination drive, the booster dose vaccination drive at 10 a.m. Not so much of a crowd at this point of time, just that everyone is waiting for the Chief Minister to come in, and once the drive begins, we'll see healthcare workers, frontline workers from the hospital getting their booster doses, those who are eligible for the booster dose. I have one person who is waiting here for an on-site registration. Dr. Usha, you're here. How were you informed that you're eligible for the booster dose? Did you get a message? Did you check on the CoWIN portal?
Yes, I got a message on my telephone.
On your phone?
On my mobile.
And the message says, Dear Usha, you are eligible and can avail the booster dose on 10th January, which is today. It has been 9 months since you took your second dose. The third wave is here. It is quite concerning. You're also a senior citizen, plus a doctor.
Yeah.
How is the situation for you?
It's quite grim now, but as we see it, we think that it couldn't be as bad because we are prepared now. And so maybe it's not as bad as the second wave that we had in April last year. Perhaps this Omicron and the others that are coming along, they have a higher infectivity and therefore a lower pathogenicity as we've had precedents before with viral infection. Hopefully, we should get herd immunity.
And the booster dose, you believe, will keep you safer at this point?
I'm sure it will help.
Will help. Okay, so one person here who is waiting for on-site registration, but otherwise the hospital at this point of time is preparing itself. The staff is preparing for the arrival of Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai, who will inaugurate the booster dose of the vaccination drive today at 10 a.m., post which the booster dose will be open for all the eligible population in Karnataka. And in the state, 6 lakh healthcare workers, 7 lakh frontline workers, and 8 lakh above the age of 60 are eligible to take the booster dose as of today.
From Bengaluru, and I thank all my colleagues who have joined me on this broadcast, Ayushman, Sandeep, Mugilan and Revati. We will keep coming back to you for more as the day progresses. And of course, a new phase in the vaccine drive in the country, which is going to give a major boost. Booster dose rollouts starting for certain categories from today. I'm also joined on the broadcast by a special guest. Dr. Suneela Garg, member of the National COVID Task Force, has in fact joined us. Dr. Garg, thank you so much for joining us on this broadcast. But what exactly do you think, of course, a lot of people had in fact been saying that booster doses were essential. A lot of people from the medical fraternity in fact said that it was necessary for the government to bring it about. My first question to you, do you think the phased manner in which it is being done, is that the right approach, considering we are seeing such a huge, to quote the WHO, tsunami of cases of Omicron?
Tanima, it's a very, very important question. That means we are starting with the booster shots, or so-called as precautionary doses, from today. Now, as we are going ahead with the, third wave has already begun, we are already aware of, and gradually we are seeing many cases, particularly across the states of Maharashtra, we see across the Delhi, or we see West Bengal, or you see many other states of southern region. Every state is showing a large number of cases also, and there is exponential rise in number of cases, what we can make out. So you see, it is very important for the people who are directly at risk. That means healthcare workers, frontline workers, and also the individuals who are elderly above 60 years of age, because they are also comorbid. So it is very important, to vaccinate these individuals at this point of time. And government has already called it as a precautionary dose because it is also not only it is boosting up your mechanism, but it also prevents you, basically for getting the immediate infection. So you see, it is important that everybody follows COVID appropriate behavior, and the SMSs have already been sent to the people so that they come forward and take, their vaccination. But most important is that they should have already completed their 2 doses of vaccine 39 days before. That is most important part. But after taking the vaccine also at all points of time, COVID appropriate behavior is very, very important. So it is not a guarantee that 3rd dose is going to prevent you from, getting further rounds of infection. At all points of time, you have to follow COVID appropriate behavior.
Dr. Garg, one of the concerns which a lot of people might have, though, obviously that has been clarified by the government, that how the senior citizens who are eligible for the booster shot, how they will go about it. But there might still be a bit of a hesitation or certain concerns. What would you like to tell them? What are the aspects that a senior citizen or a family member of a concerned senior citizen should keep in mind while actually going ahead for this booster shot?
See, also senior citizens are of various kinds. We have got young, old, very old people. For very old people who could not go earlier, we had, the provision was made from the government, to take the vaccination, provide the vaccination near their home points. But also you see people when they are taking the elderly, first of all, one should make sure that the slots, what they take, should be comparatively easily, available, and there should be less this thing, crowd at that point of time. And second is they should also be following COVID appropriate behavior. That is important. And the persons who are suffering from comorbidities, they necessarily need not take the certificate now. That is important. They can just inform the provider over there, and they can consult their doctor before taking the vaccine that they are going ahead to take the vaccine. That is important.
Right. Dr. Garg, also, as we said that, this is, of course, a new phase of the vaccine drive, which is starting from today. But lastly, once again, the point has, of course, been made that it is the same shot that the recipient will get this time around as well. But there has, of course, been an argument also. I mean, we don't want to bring in that as a controversy at this stage, but whether or not
vaccines which are available, one is Covishield and Covaxin, and for which, we have got the data that for people who have received